Welcome to GameBros. This is
Coca!
And this is Prodigy.
Coming to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live.
Yes, we are live from our GameBros studios here in beautiful Miami, Florida, and we got an action-packed show for you. If you're an Xbox fan, this is the show for you. We have tons and tons and tons of Xbox news. But before we get into that, in the chat room, we already have someone talking smack. Our boy...
Damn. Already?
Dave. And he says, y'all suck. But isn't he not part of the crew? Or is he not part of the crew? Is he on the ship or off the ship? We got to know. These are the important questions that we need to know.
Exactly. I completely agree. But yeah, like always, guys, as well, before the show, we always like to announce our sponsors that help us to make this as great as it is. Our boys at D2D. Of course, I'm about to load up mine. So, Kuko, if you would like to give them a nice little rundown of our partnership with our boys at D2D.
Yeah, you just got to go to D2D, Google it, and you guys can go to their website. is destined to dominate. It's helping you level up your game. If Mr. Prodigy, while he fixes his drink, he can change the screen and let everyone know that they need to level up their game. According to David, we need to level up our game. Hopefully, D2D will help us do that. So D2D is not an energy drink. What it is, it's a video game performing enhancer. It will help you with your ability to focus, your eye coordination, your hand coordination, and make you become maybe good as our boy Jimbo that's in the chat room right now. He is our Pro League player.
He is our Pro League player. Mm-hmm.
And hopefully you guys could become as good as our boy Jimbo. And yeah, and yes, Jimbo, David is driving you crazy. We do need a rematch. We need to take him down. We need to bring that ego a little down because
It's haters because they ain't it. Haters gonna hate. Ainers gonna ain't.
and that's usually what happens. Ainers are gonna ain't. And we got a lot of haters out there, if you know.
Oh, definitely.
Speaking of D2D.
Yeah, but that's all good. Like
So-
it says there, they hate us because they ain't us. So that's what's
And
up.
that's what, you know what? They're never going to be us. But you know
Alright.
who is stepping up their game, just like D2D? Xbox. Dude,
Yes.
Xbox. They're taking it to the streets, and they're not holding back anymore.
Nope.
They said PlayStation will concede the victory on the PlayStation 4, Xbox One generation. But this new generation, we're coming out
Hot and heavy.
hot and heavy. So
Yes.
they had their inside of the Xbox. They showed a bunch of third-party games. In July, they say they will show a lot of first-party games, which we'll talk more about that later. But
Yes.
they came out of the gate swinging. They came out of the gate with this game called Bright Memory Infinite. As you guys can see, next gen's here.
It looks beautiful.
It-
To me, we'll get to, well, you know how we mentioned a few weeks back, like a week ago back, about Phil Spencer saying that this is going to be a leap of 2D and 3D.
I think he
momentum.
exaggerated a little
I think
bit.
he exaggerated a little bit. I
But
agree.
there is quite of a leap, I think.
Yes,
I think
absolutely.
we have. It's because between 2 and 3, there was a huge,
Oh, okay, that's,
huge
yeah,
leap.
that's
Like when
big-
you went from Mario to like Metal Gear, like that's a
that's
huge leap.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you could see that this is not like a Xbox One game.
Definitely.
You could
This is not a current gen game.
Yeah, you're like, is this a PC game?
Mhm.
Because you have lighting, weather effects. You can see all this other.
Physics and all that stuff running, and it just runs it really nice. It looks really good.
It looks amazing, and the cool thing about this is got a little bullet storm, with the grapple thing happening.
Mhm.
And as you can see, he was fighting some soldiers, then he was fighting some Spartan knights, and all
But
this.
it looks like it's set in Japan as well, or like an Asian country. If you see from like the Zen Garden type of
okay,
look.
okay.
So it's pretty interesting.
But then we got the DeLorean popping in and all that stuff. So and then it goes into a driving thing. The cool thing of this, apparently Xbox is saying, is all made by one person.
Yes,
To
was
me,
crazy.
that is freaking amazing. And at the same time, is this homeboy going to finish this game anytime soon? Because it looks like it's a couple of years away.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. I mean,
I
yeah.
I think,
I think-
2022 maybe.
I think late 2021.
Okay.
Maybe,
We'll
you know?
take that. We'll take that.
It seems pretty complete. Everything seems flowing. The gameplay seems fine. You even have hit markers popping out, so that looks like it's already, the gameplay is pretty fleshed out.
Yeah, you
But-
got a nice HUD. You got the
Yeah.
the bullet count. all
Even that,
stuff.
even dude, if it's no HUD like that, that's amazing.
I like it like
gives
that.
it that cinematic feel, and it's really really good.
It's got the little dead space in it where the HUD it's not so prevalent on your screen.
Yeah, it's only where
not taking
on a
up
small thing.
But I like it just on the gun.
Yeah.
I think that's a good idea.
But so yeah, that was the first game they popped out with. I don't even think they had anybody talking. They just straight up showed that game
Yeah,
off
yeah,
when
it
they
just-
started the live stream.
yeah.
So that's pretty interesting. That game, like Kuko mentioned, is a third-party game. So we just have to wait to see if it's gonna
Okay.
be announced for PS5. But as it stands, Xbox announced this at their
Okay.
inside of Xbox. So after that game, they showed off a little bit of
Before we continue, what's
Whoa,
up with the
whoa, whoa.
cheese emojis?
with cheese emojis, dude. They love the stinky cheese.
Okay.
I don't know. They like stinky cheese.
All right. We'll go with the stinky cheese.
Yeah. All I know is that Rec was at Nexus house yesterday. So
Ooh.
stinky. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
A little too much info there. So we went from that game to a nice racing
racing game.
which is Dirt 2. Oh no, Dirt 5.
Dirt
What
5.
am I talking about?
My goodness, you're thinking of the free game last one.
Yeah. So Dirt 5.
Yeah.
I think they're trying to Codemaster, an old developer, makes really good racing games. They're not sticking to the dirt. There's not just a rally racing
Looks
game.
like he's racing on ice on a river, man.
Yeah.
So that looks very interesting.
With racing games like they always look good.
That's what I was gonna say. I was about to say that. Do you see the leaps anymore, like as they used to be? To me, they just look like they polished lighting, they polished weather.
But you see what ray tracing can do with Minecraft. So imagine ray tracing
even this cinematic looks amazing. The reflections off the water, the mud, and everything. So I just think racing games have always looked good, and now they'll just look better.
Yeah, I know our friend Carlos is excited. So from there, they went to a game called Scorn, which went even dirtier. So Dirt is Dirt. And this is a whole different
Type of dirt.
type of nastiness. When I first saw the trailer, I thought this was so I guess Xbox is making an Alien movie, and it looks like Prometheus.
Yeah.
But it's its own animal, its own thing. So this game was being developed for PC only for a while, and I guess Xbox was able to free up some stinky cheese to them.
Yeah.
And get them to come over to the dark side and actually make this game for them. Like, if you see this trailer, you are thinking, what is the gameplay? Like, what's happening here?
Yeah,
And
this
so
is
were
like
we.
those
We were
like teaser cinematics,
Yeah.
But I'm very interested just because these aren't your usual looking aliens. Kind
Yeah.
of like how you mentioned Prometheus or, Alien Isolation, I guess we can go to. Where
Mhm.
those aliens are really cool designed aliens. And these are as well. So I'm very excited to see later on what this is about. Like you mentioned, though, you mentioned. Oh, my gosh, I lost myself. Okay. This game, though, I think it's like a 2-year game still.
So yes, because like right now, what are we looking
It's
at?
still
We're looking
cinematics,
and another, we get that whole Death Stranding vibe, like
This mystery.
Yeah, like you're watching the trailer, you're
And
trying to figure out,
yeah.
okay, what's this game about? What am I doing? Am I killing these things or am I these things? And what am I gonna do in this game? Hopefully, you're not, doing a black market thing where you're gutting these aliens and taking their parts and you're selling them and shipping them.
Hey.
But I'm interested in knowing what is the game all
Yeah.
about.
The environment looks so cool.
We were talking to DJ Fuego, and he was like, "Man, the artistic style in this game it's never seen before in a game before," and I have to agree with him. And I'm excited to see where this game Scorn is going to take us. What's the journey?
Definitely.
What's the story? Where are we going with this whole thing?
Yeah. One thing to mention that I didn't get to mention with Dirt 5 is that's going to be part of the smart delivery service for Xbox. And that's something they also kind of announced this week or brought out into full light. Smart delivery is their...
Is there Amazon Prime service?
Yeah, they're basically going to be doing...
overnight shipping?
that whole, if you buy it on this gen, you're able to get it for free next gen. If you guys don't remember, last time we went from PS3 to PS4 and Xbox 360 to Xbox One. Some games were charging $10 to get the new version. I remember I paid...
Where's my money, man? Where's the money?
Hey, we're gonna get into more of that later, about that.
So they're trying
that
to be
stuff.
they're trying to be consumer friendly, right? That's
Yes.
what you're saying.
Yeah.
So now they're gonna give us the opportunity to just upgrade our game without trying to take some more money out of us, which is a good thing. And hopefully all the games will jump on board that are gonna come out this year. I think I really don't care if just use an example. We're talking about Mortal Kombat later today. But Mortal Kombat 9, I got it on my PS4 or whatever. If I can't get that to cross over, it's not going to kill me.
Okay.
But if I can get this Mortal Kombat that I'm going to get now,
yeah.
I would like for that one to cross over.
Okay.
So I think maybe the last year and a half, those games should all cross over for free, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. I get you. One thing I was gonna mention, Dave said, "Oh, have you guys heard that apparently some of the launch PS5 games CDs are going to work for PS4 and vice versa?" Depends what you mean by launch PS5 titles, because I don't think that's gonna work.
PS5 will not work on PS4
because they're not gonna have that type of backwards compatibility.
It's only gonna go. You could pop your PS4 game
CDs
into your
into your
PS5,
PS5.
but your PS5 into your PS4 is not gonna work.
Yeah.
Because the other thing is hard drive.
Yes.
PS5 games are gonna take advantage of the new hard drive. So you could plug in your PS4 hard drive to your PS5 and it'll work, and it will play the games before. But
It wouldn't play
PS5 games have to get downloaded to the new hard drive and stuff like that. Same thing with Xbox. Xbox is doing the same thing, which I gotta commend Xbox with their idea with the little SD card.
chip.
Yeah, with the
Yeah.
that's gonna be good.
So yeah, so just a lot of these games that we'll tell you guys which ones are smart delivery and stuff like that, so that way you guys know. So that way, we see that more and more of these games are probably gonna do that service.
Yeah.
Just because people are more incentivized to buy it now than maybe wait and not buy it then.
Well, a good example will be, again, we're gonna talk about later, Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk's gonna come out.
Nobody wants to wait for next gen. Everybody's
Yeah.
gonna get it September.
Yeah.
So that is a very great example.
So from Scorn we go to this awesome looking game. Yeah.
Oh no! Wait,
No, move over
Crap.
one.
did you not put chorus in
Yes,
here?
I did.
What do you mean? This is scoring.
Oh no, you know why? Because we.
I asked you if you had it. Okay, but chorus is like it is a sci-fi space piloting game.
Okay.
Basically you're a pilot of a ship. You're a female pilot of a ship, and then there's battles in space, and there's gonna be a whole storyline with that. It looks very cool. It reminds me of Eve Valkyrie, but in a third-person type of ship mode. You're not actually in the pilot, like first-person HUD type
Yeah.
of looking thing. But I think it's gonna be mostly based off of in space.
Okay.
You're gonna be the pilot most of the time. There's no off-ship gameplay. At least from what they showed, there was no off-ship anything. So
So more futuristic.
so yeah, if you guys like fighting in space, Star Wars fighting, whatever, what were you gonna say?
Oh man, I drew a blank to the old Nintendo.
Star Fox?
Star Fox.
Yes,
More
yes.
futuristic Star Fox. Yeah.
Absolutely. So yeah,
I just kept thinking, do a barrel roll. Do a barrel roll. My brain
what's
just
that
said-
game? Damn, what's that game? For chorus, it is also going to be smart delivery, and it is also yet to be announced if it's going to be on PS5. A lot of these we don't know if they're
Yeah.
going to be Xbox only.
Because they're third party, so they might make it for both consoles.
Yeah.
There is a couple in here that are exclusives that we know are exclusive, but most of these third party,
Yeah.
either they don't say nothing because they don't want to burn bridges, and they most likely will be on both consoles. Especially like this next game, which is a smart delivery. Well, you know for sure it's going to be on both consoles. It is Madden 2021. We got our boy Patrick Mahomes. We got some flashbacks to old Madden games. So you can actually see the graphical leap in between all these games. But and then towards the end, you're like, okay, am I watching Madden 2021 or 2020? Or, you know, where's the... Like, I
Yeah.
couldn't tell the vast difference, to be honest with you.
I agree with you.
Is this
I
is this
understand.
footage of the 2021?
Yeah.
Or is this because it looks like 2020?
Oh no, that's supposed to be 2021.
And if you play Madden, like that looks like the opening cutscene of 2020. I don't know if Dave, that I know plays it a lot, can attest to this. but-
What's up, Mr. Bravo? He's resubscribed to our channel.
That's what's up.
Shout out to you. He's right now on a 2-month streak, so you're gonna get that nice silver GBS insignia next to your name. So thank you for that resub. But I agree. I think Madden.
Wait up, is that him?
What?
That's his own emoting himself. It looks like him.
Oh,
sleeping.
actually, it does look like him. Bravo, is that you? That looks exactly like you. But I was gonna say that Madden, I think it's kind of how we talked
where's
about
the overlay,
this.
broski?
What? Oh, that's why nothing popped out. I was wondering where the flashy was at.
Yeah, dude. Like,
Sorry.
okay.
Sorry about that, guys. But what was I gonna say? Crap, I lost my train of thought. Well, you mentioned every time we talk about maybe a 2K and sports games,
Yeah.
that there's no other games on the market that can compete. So like FIFA and Madden, for EA, it's just like, oh, we're gonna release it every new year with a little bit of an update and some roster stuff. We don't have to do much because we have no competition.
What are you talking about? Patrick Mahomes just sat there and told you, you are not just gonna see the graphics, but you're gonna feel it.
You're gonna feel it.
You're gonna feel this Madden.
I don't know how you're gonna feel it without a DualSense control. Oh, my fault. I didn't mean to say that. But no bias here. That was announced at Inside Xbox. We got our first looks at Madden 2021.
And you're gonna feel the
And
game.
you're gonna feel the game.
That's what we're hoping.
So yeah. So after Madden 21, they showed a game I'm actually very interested in. It's called Vampire: The Masquerade, and apparently this is the second game. I've never heard of the first game.
No, the first game came out for PS4 and Xbox.
Oh,
it was really good.
Oh,
Very highly touted. The weird thing about this little gem of a vampire game is the vampire Joker too? Because I don't know if you guys saw the trailer, but there's a little bit of a little Joker in this guy.
Yeah, I I definitely noticed when he was prancing around. I'm like, dang, this looks like Joker. But this game is very interesting looking. It sucks I never played the first one. Maybe I'll have the ability to
Catch
soon.
up, bro.
But it looks really cool.
The cool thing is that you're used to playing like Castlevania. You're used to playing the hunter, not the wait.
No, the hunted, not the hunter.
Yeah. That what you just said. So I think it's cool. I'm excited to play a vampire, see what they take it. And like I said, just a whole, the way he's dancing and prancing around with these people's bodies all with their faces just smiling like the Joker. I want to see what's up with all that.
Yeah, that is very, very cool. That is also coming with smart delivery. After that, they showed off a cool little, I guess I wouldn't say walking simulator, right? I guess maybe adventure game, not action adventure.
We'll call it a walking sim action game.
Yeah, adventure.
'Cause we don't know if there's any action because we don't see any action.
Yeah.
But there is puzzles. You are traversing an environment. It looks pretty damn cool though.
I love the art style of it. It's very interesting. You saw it right there at the end.
She had webbed hands.
Webbed hands. So has to do with some mermaid thing, Call of the Sea, hence maybe sirens. There's mermaids that do that calling thing, from like the pirates stories and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So very cool little game. I think this is a nice little indie game to show off for Xbox for them to have. Again, like we mentioned, these games are third party, but we don't know if they're right now announced for Xbox only.
I'm glad they're coming out with these games. I think Xbox needs to see more of a diversity in their portfolio. I think that we get too much Gears, too much Halo and Forza, and we don't get like that plethora of different game styles. And I think this will help them with their portfolio. And I think that's what Phil Spencer's trying to do. He is trying to reach out to different developers to get different types of games to come to Xbox. And I think he's done a really good job at it.
Especially last year at E3 when we were at the conference, he showed off all those new studios that he picked up. So definitely,
there was one screenshot that they did that we didn't put up, but dude, they showed all the developers that are part of of them right now, and it was, I want to say maybe like 50 names up there.
Yeah, I think just slowly but surely we're gonna see the library really open up of what Xbox is gonna have. Moving forward.
They have to because at the end of the day, what moves the consoles and what makes people play are the games.
Absolutely.
So.
Yeah.
And they did a good job with this inside of Xbox showing games, and I can't wait till July comes around and see more of their first party games to see what they really have, because whatever's first party is actually going to be exclusive to them. So from there they showed off the game that I thought was the coolest game so far. It's a nice symmetrical game. It looks kind of like a twin stick shooter.
Curve. Sorry. Before the show, I'm trying to remember the studio that was part of this game.
Okay.
It's Curve, because they acquired Curve. If I wasn't mistaken, they acquired them last year as part of all those indie developers.
But look at the world,
dude. The
world looks so cool.
So nice. Yeah. It's a steampunk-esque type of world.
You have all these weird looking aliens and everything, and it kind of reminds me of Star Wars when they go to the little tavern.
Oh,
and you see all the aliens and
Tatooine.
stuff. I
Yeah.
think it's cool.
It reminds me of, I don't know, have you watched Clone Wars recently, the new season?
No, I have not,
Oof.
which I really need to.
In the new season, they go to like the bottom of like the city, the more lower levels and stuff like that, and it looks almost exactly like that. You know,
Yeah.
tight city, a lot of metal and construction and like pipes and stuff like that. So very cool. But even going into next gen for games like this, it looks nice for being a top-down game like that. You still have the lighting effects. You still have the way the world moves, and it feels alive.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, so definitely
And
really
right there,
cool
you
looking
could
game.
see that you can customize your character. You can change the
Mhm.
way he looks and all that stuff. And I've always liked these style of games.
Yeah,
So it looks like it's co-op too. It looked like they were
Most likely.
four-player co-op.
most likely. Yeah.
And so I'm excited to see where this game goes.
Yeah.
I think Xbox did a good job, and this one is exclusive. So
Yeah, and this one will be smart delivery as well. And Curve makes good games. I've played their games from before. One of my favorites being the Spy in the Dark. Do you remember that game?
yes, sir.
I'm playing it on the Vita. I remember
Yeah.
beating it on the Vita.
Oh yeah, that was an awesome game.
But yeah, so that one they announced as well. So after that, we have another one that was very interesting looking.
This
in
one
my
looked
opinion.
really trippy, if you ask me.
Yes, it's called The Medium, which, if you guys know, a medium is someone who can speak to the dead.
So the composer of this game actually composed the music to Silent Hill 2.
Mhm.
So that was a really big get for them. So now they were able to bring those sounds, that environment to
Yes.
this game. I think that will help a lot.
Yes, because of the way the visuals look on this game are very interesting. One thing I did read though is that for now it is exclusive technically
Yeah.
for now. Like we always say, like we were saying already, we gotta wait till PS5 does their thing or whatever, and then they'll keep announcing more and more.
Yeah.
But right now, Xbox is the one that has the medium.
Yeah. And again, I think this is a really good get for them. They need to, like we said before, kind of diversify their portfolio and have other
Yeah,
style of games.
definitely.
And having a horror game like this with the new graphics and the sound and all these new capabilities, it helps a lot with building atmosphere in gaming. So I think this will turn out to be a good looking game. And that's why they actually showed it off, because it has the potential to be good for them. So
Okay. Just want to say hi to Mr. Orenji out there in the chat, and John, who does the show on Mother's Day. We do. We like bringing the show and news to you guys as always. We did spend time with the mothers.
yeah, we
Come
cooked
on.
barbecue. We did
We
what
did
had
our
to do.
barbecue. Cuco made some burgers out there. DJ Fuego made some burgers and some pinchos.
Yeah.
So we did have our time with our mothers. Don't worry, and we'll have plenty more time. It's quarantine.
Yeah.
But yeah, so after the medium, they showed off again, diversify games to show off, and they did. Bandai Namco showing off Scarlet Nexus, which is I'm guessing like a JRPG style, sort of.
The good thing about this is that, I don't know if you know, Xbox does very poorly in Japan. So by them getting this type of support from a Japanese company, it's a good sign for them. And aesthetically, the way it looks very interesting.
I like it, and I like the idea. It has to do with like plants and like a
The earth,
plant, like
you know.
beings that are made of it. It reminds me. Games like this always remind me of like DMC, Devil May Cry,
Yeah.
but this is like a different version. You know,
Yeah.
with plants instead of like demons.
It's
and
because
angels
for
and
some
stuff.
reason in Japan they like that whole the Earth is fighting back because of the pollution and all that stuff. So that's basically what's happening here. So
Yeah.
he gets the power to be able to fight off these new enemies that are coming to our planet to try to take over and stuff.
Yeah,
So
very very cool.
very stylized.
I've always loved the art style in these games, especially from Bandai Namco. They always do a good job doing these type of games because that is their specialty. So very very cool, and I'm pretty sure going into next gen, we're just gonna see probably more lively world, a nice crisp like cell shading tech and make it look nice because it really does. It looks really good.
This looks like a freaking live action anime game.
Yeah, definitely.
So basically, if you like animes, this is right up your alley because it's a anime that you can control basically.
yeah. So yeah, that one's also going to be coming with smart delivery. They announced that there as well.
Yeah.
If you guys don't want to kill weird plant monsters that come to our planet, you can kill things that were already on our planet, but in the future, sort of.
Dude, when I first saw this trailer, I felt like they were teasing me, and they were like, "Hey, you know that Dino Crisis game you used to like back in the day? Guess what? We're making a game just like it, but not Dino Crisis."
Yeah. Yeah, you're not getting that, Cuckoo.
I know,
Get your
I
hopes
know,
up.
I know.
I looked at the first game because I was very, very intrigued. Sadly, the first game was not well reviewed. Hopefully, they picked up their bags and tried to, fix
There
their
was
stuff.
an extension before the second one.
Yeah,
Extinction.
yeah.
Okay.
There's one by fire and then there's one by ice or something like that.
Okay.
I just
Is that
can't-
how that
I
works?
don't know how that works, but I think you mentioned this before the show. You're like, bro, these dinos are paper mache.
Dude, just look at them. Dog. They just shoot a shotgun and they just like disintegrate into like ground beef.
Hey, can we pick up the meat and eat it though? That's the real question.
Oh.
Oh wait, actually, look at the bottom of the title. It said Reclaim Nation. So maybe they moved to space. We come back down, hence in a pod right there.
Right there. Where's our Titan? We should just drop a Titan
Drop
or
a
some other
Titan,
Apex Legends and clean it out.
And we reclaim our land. That's basically what we're doing. Nice. But yeah.
So
cool
did
little-
we leave? Is this Earth? And we had left, and they said, you know what? Let's go back to Earth. And then when we came back, we come to
freaking
find out that
dinos everywhere.
dinosaurs evolved again. And
Probably.
okay. Oh, okay.
Very interesting. So yeah, that one as well got announced to go with smart delivery. And the next one we
so
have.
if that's smart delivery, that means it's coming out before.
Yes.
Interesting.
So after that,
So
they
is
showed
this
off-
one, right? So
Yes.
this one's coming out before the systems come out,
Yes.
which is Yakuza Like a Dragon.
Yes. That is actually the name. Like a dragon.
Like a
Because you fight
dragon.
like a dragon.
So this one is more of a not so serious Yakuza game, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. For sure. It's like those comedic Japanese films.
Yeah.
Which we all know we've seen one
Crouching
time-
Tiger,
one time or
Hidden
another.
Dragon.
Yeah, so definitely has a little comedic feel to it, with this character being comedic and a lot of things over the top. So I think it just makes Yakuza a nice little interesting game
Yeah.
than your typical mafia, Japanese mafia and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So this looks like a nice little over the top comedic Japanese action film. So it's pretty interesting. So yeah, they announced that to come, like Uko said, with smart delivery as well. After that, they showed off amazing gameplay. Gameplay reveal of Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
You're kidding, right?
What do you mean, dude? Hey, gameplay reveal.
I know. This trailer revealed left everyone.
Right.
We want more. We want more. Like, you really like it. You
Right.
want more.
Everybody wanted more right after this video. So
I agree.
So we'll hit this right now. Like Xbox was getting a lot of backlash during this Inside of the Xbox because prior to the event, they were telling everyone.
Wait. Xbox was getting backlash?
Yes.
What?
Yes,
But
because
wasn't it Ubisoft's job to do that?
no, because Xbox was touting and tweeting and doing everything.
was- okay,
They're
so
like,
they-
hey, come, because you're gonna see the new generation of gaming, and you're gonna see the new Xbox in action, and you're gonna see gameplay and gameplay and gameplay and gameplay and gameplay. And we did not get any gameplay. We got nothing but cutscenes and trailers and stuff. At some point in the trailer that we just showed, there was some gameplay in there. The thing is that you couldn't recognize it because you didn't get a HUD, unless the game has no HUD. And then kudos to Ubisoft for making the game look so during in-game footage. Even the developer after the show said, "Hey, did you guys like the gameplay footage that we showed?" And a lot of the people were like, "What are you guys talking about?" Because
what
there was no
gameplay did you show?
Exactly. To me, I thought the event was good. I maybe because I wasn't expecting gameplay. I just wanted to see games.
Mm-hmm.
I guess the people that expected someone to stand there and hold the controller and play maybe could have gotten upset.
Okay.
But other than that, I don't understand why people would get upset for showing off. And it's not like Xbox made the video, like you said. Ubisoft said, here, play this. And
Exactly.
they just played it.
That's why.
So sometimes they'll say, hey, look, we're going to give you gameplay footage, and they get the video, and then you play, and they're like, okay. So what, do you just cancel the event? Say, hey, no, we canceled because Ubisoft told us we're going to get gameplay, but we didn't get gameplay.
Yeah.
So what do you do then?
Yeah, definitely. One funny thing I'm remembering is that during the week, and maybe Record could remind me in the chat. I forgot what it was that we saw. Or I think it had something to do with Last of Us. It was after Last of Us is like little thing from last week.
Yeah,
Remember that
the
fiasco we were
leak
talking
and
about.
the leaking of the game.
Naughty Dog has not enabled their comments since that on
yeah.
anything. Their Instagram post for Uncharted talking about, I think it was the 1 year anniversary or something like that. They haven't enabled the comments on there either.
Oh.
And I think there was a comment that I think Wrecker sent to me about, I think it was a new trailer of something on PlayStation. Oh, you remember the Falling game?
Yes.
The little Play-Doh
Yes,
characters
yes,
we
yes,
want to
yes,
get.
yes.
And it's
Yeah.
like a Battle Royale. On the chat, PlayStation puts gameplay reveal for that. And it's actual gameplay. You see the characters fighting or whatever.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, this is the real gameplay reveal.
Oh, this is what Ubisoft was referring to.
over the Ubisoft gameplay reveal because it was not a gameplay reveal.
Oh, my goodness. That's crazy.
Yes. Oh, Wrecker also mentioned they turned off like and dislike ratio. on
I
YouTube.
just don't understand why people get so bent out of shape for it. Like, do you? Well, we see it in ours. People take the time to write things that, okay, like why would you waste your time doing these
They
things?
got nothing better to do.
But I guess misery loves company. The sad thing is, check out the footage though. This game looks amazing.
Oh.
The lighting and the weather effects and the way the time changes and the
Like, I wouldn't doubt that this is how the game, while you're playing the game, that's the way it's gonna look.
yeah.
Like,
But those are cutscenes though.
Yeah, but I don't.
Is that him really running? Is that him really attacking?
Okay,
someone?
I understand that part.
So that's what people wanted to see.
I
They
guess-
wanted to see the Viking walking around and stealth killing people, and that's
Yeah.
not what we got. But their job is to make you get hyped. Like, doesn't this hype you for this
Dude,
game?
of
This
course,
game
dude.
looks so good.
I want to knee a freaking knight in the face
And what sucks is that the game took a hit though, but the game looks so good.
Mhm.
But there's a really, really big vocal minority, and the majority that stay quiet say, that trailer looks good, that game looks awesome, I'm gonna get it. But they stay quiet.
Yeah. Dave in the chat put Ubisoft sucks. For what reason specifically? I don't know. Maybe, are you hyped? We haven't talked about it. Are you hyped for Valhalla? Have you ever played Assassin's Creed? These are questions I'm just asking you. Bravo mentioned the whole point of modern games and these modern consoles is for there not to be cutscenes anymore due to loading technology and both consoles loading tech.
Well,
Well-
that's been like that since PlayStation 4 with
Yes.
certain games, dude.
Like in
Uncharted 4 has been known for that. That you're playing Uncharted and then
War.
all of a sudden you're like, oh crap, this is the game. I gotta move.
Absolutely.
Like you see a cutscene and whatever, and then you're just boom, you're playing.
Yeah.
God of War's another one. It was one take from beginning to the end of the game. It all happened in one take. So I understand what Bravo's coming from. Like I said, this is in-game footage, but
Yeah.
it's not gameplay. People want to see
I get
the
you.
character, third-person view, him running around, killing somebody, and they're like, "Oh my gosh!" You know.
I
But
agree.
that's like
But
I said.
I
there's
still don't think cutscenes are a bad thing in games.
I
in
like
my
'em.
opinion.
I
I
miss
think
Madden.
there's cutscenes that are necessary. Let's say there's like you're talking to somebody or there's like a standoff or whatever in a certain game. You gotta have a cutscene for that because if it's in your third-person gameplay mode, it's not gonna feel as serious,
And then you can't zoom in
And
the
you can't-
person's faces
yeah.
and all that stuff. Yeah.
So I think cutscenes are no matter what always going to be in games. But I understand loading screens. Some back then they were used to load in the background and stuff like that.
yeah.
But we're definitely going to see, like you mentioned, the whole Uncharted 4 thing maybe going forward, where it seamlessly falls back.
Especially
into the
when we
gameplay.
have these new hard drives that is loading the game while we're playing, that you don't even see the loading happening. There's got to be cutscenes that go right into gameplay. So they're doing it already in certain games. I think the rest of the gaming community is going to catch up to that. And like I said, it just sucks for. I know a lot of people hate EA and Ubisoft, but in this case, I think the game looks so good. The graphics look good, the lighting, just the atmosphere, the fog, and all that. I think that adds
the mountains, the grass, everything.
Yeah, the
It's really
time
good.
lapse video right there of freaking Stonehenge. If someone showed you that little cutscene right there, you would think that was real life.
Hey, I went to go visit Stonehenge this weekend. Here's a video of it. It's just you playing.
Yeah, I did a
Assassin's
time
Creed.
lapse. Check it out.
Yeah. One thing we would also want to mention, since they kind of did a big announcement or emphasis on smart delivery, the other ones, like Kuko mentioned, Cyberpunk, Halo Infinite, and Hellblade 2, since they are coming on current gen, those will move on with smart delivery as well. Cyberpunk being a third-party developer, that's pretty big just because, third parties kind of taking a hit. Xbox probably has some, reimbursement for that.
Well,
But
they already give you games mostly on the
Game Pass.
Ultimate Game Pass.
Yeah. So I think that's cool from CD Projekt Red to see that they're going to move on with that smart delivery. And we're going to bring back smart delivery in a bit. We're going to jump to a different type of game, VR. And very interesting news to come out this week, actually, at least in my opinion.
I think so too, because when this was announced, it was
exclusive.
announced to Oculus and it was exclusive to Oculus.
Yes.
And I'm excited because this game is really, really good.
Are you finally going to play it and finish it?
I've played it. I just
mean,
need
are you
to
gonna
finish
finish it?
No, yes, I am. I am.
Okay, please,
No,
because
should I?
episode 3 is
Should I, or
so
should I just
good.
wait and play it on the PSVR
I
and
don't-
get the
dude,
trophies for it?
But dude, do it on the Quest.
Okay,
Because
okay.
it is worth it.
All right, all right.
Trust me. And boost it with the PC and it'll be better. Dude. it
Yes,
is really
Battlefield 5 is dead. It's so dead that people went back to play Battlefield 1.
good. Who went back to Battlefield 1?
Everybody.
No way.
Yes.
I'd rather play Battlefield 5 than Battlefield 1 in a heartbeat.
I'm telling you.
In my opinion.
I'm telling you. And that came straight from the Battlefield master of GameBros.
Lord Infamous?
Yep.
No way.
Yep.
Damn, Lord Infamous, you're not here in the chat today. We want to hear your little opinion.
Yeah, he told me
Hopefully you can
yesterday.
hear me from the reaches of
space.
Miami Gardens. But guys, for the reason we're showing off Vader Immortal is because they brought Vader Immortal to PSVR.
They're going to bring.
They're going to bring most likely this summer.
Yeah.
I believe. They're going to bring Vader Immortal to PSVR. So
It's a good get for PlayStation.
it is good. It's going to be the entire episodic series because they are finished with it.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys get all 3 episodes of it. And if you have a PSVR and you have not played this, definitely go get it.
Yeah.
If you're a Star Wars fan, even more of a reason to go get it.
Yeah.
This game was great. It was good. I love the little story, the little, basically the little story they had going on. It was very interesting. I got to play all of it. And the Jedi training sessions are a nice little grind, just going through all the different levels. Super awesome.
They did a good job with the
So-
sword combat. They also did a good job with
Yes.
the Force, to being able to use the Force and all that. So it's an awesome game. I'm
Yeah.
glad it's coming to PlayStation VR.
Yeah. And with PlayStation VR already on the talking table, we're going into PSVR 2. And we had some very interesting patents that got leaked out this week.
So last week we talked
am I
about
looking at?
finger tracking.
We're talking about that
Remember
new
the
motion
controller?
controller.
We talked about that.
Because we
and-
need a damn new motion controller. We know we're
Yes.
tired of that little, the move. I wouldn't mind LED lights. I kind of like the little flashiness, But don't use that for tracking. Use it for a nice little decoration. So, Kuku, what am I looking at here?
So basically, this is a patent to help people that have motion sickness by giving body tracking. So it will track your body better. So it's a more natural feel to your brain. What happens sometimes is that in the game, when you move, but your body doesn't move, your body's not used to that. So when you're seeing the movement in your head, that's what gives you kind of the motion sickness.
Yeah.
So with this, you're going to be moving your body. You're basically jogging or moving in place. At least your brain could adapt that to that movement and take away motion sickness. Now, great idea. Now, how much is this crap going to cost?
Absolutely. And now that you mentioned body tracking, if they do body tracking, I think they need to in a form, or at least maybe a year after the PSVR 2 is already out, just because
I don't know if you noticed, but look at the patent. Look at the camera that's sitting on top of the TV, dude. It looks like it's gonna give you an MRI.
That looks like a.
It's gonna give you an MRI. The PlayStation is gonna see all your muscles and everything. That thing is humongous.
Hey, maybe that's a 5-inch monitor.
Okay.
That's a 4-inch.
I see.
That's a 2-inch PlayStation.
I see 2 cameras and I see 4 speakers. I see basically another freaking Connect.
Oh, dude. Okay.
And then we also have another breakout box.
Okay, wait. Let's maybe this
Connect
is an old
4.0
Hey,
problems.
this is maybe an old patent. We don't know. Maybe this is a patent from before. What I was gonna mention about the whole body tracking is we always mention how new gens have to come out with something to future proof it.
Battlefield 1 is amazing, apparently, Dave says.
And I can't agree with that one. Also, Wrecker mentioned Cyberpunk with tear emojis, and he puts, there better be an option to censor the badonk donks because that's going to be a no-no on Twitch.
Oh, dude. We
Dude.
never got into the whole
which
gender.
we can mention that real quick because that's a kind of interesting topic. I don't know if you guys knew. Oh, I don't have a Cyberpunk thing, but I guess I'll go to our main camera. If you guys know, they're going to allow you to fully modify your character.
Your junk.
Your gender, your stuffs. From like head to toe, every single thing. So
And then they're also going to let you in Cyberpunk size your junk. And you could even put 2 junks. If you want to have 2 or 3 or both, you can do all that.
yeah.
And
so,
then they're going to have sex scenes and everything. So this game is going to be a rated M.
no, I think it has to be rated A, dude. Oh, we talked about this. How is it rated M? Because I think the ESRB came out with rated M. Dude, I think it has to be rated A in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because if they are going to be showing the full stuff, that is rated A in my opinion. But
Yeah.
whatever. That stands on the table. We'll see what's going to happen moving forward. So going back to full body tracking, ACC Vive already has this. And they've had it for a while.
Yeah.
And I think VRs going forward are going to maybe need a version of its own to start doing this. Kind of Oculus Quest has hand tracking without any controllers. They're working on that. So I think everything's going to be doing their own way moving forward. But I think PlayStation, in order to future-proof, like we mentioned, they need to have a form or way of doing that.
Yeah. It
For sure.
needs to. It needs to. So you could feel more immersed, more in the game, more blurring the lines to Ready Player One. I think everybody wants that Ready Player One life already to happen. So that's the next step. So like we said, in order to get full body tracking, we need to have the MRI camera on top of the TV.
Mm-hmm.
So
Absolutely.
finally, PlayStation might give us a camera good enough,
Worthy enough.
even just so we can voice chat with our friends.
Yeah. Another thing coming from PlayStation, some news that actually came out, some of it today, those discussions of it like last night as well in the news world,
Yeah.
is PS5 price talks. We've talked about it before. We saw some leaks of a plane
But
trade
this
in
was
Vancouver.
this is kind of
This is a negative.
shocking
Or
for me
shocking.
because there's no way PlayStation 5 could succeed if this is true.
Yeah.
They're saying that PlayStation 5 is going to be $100 more expensive than the Xbox. That Xbox is got their ducks in a row to have the Xbox be cheaper than the PlayStation 5. If that happens, oh my goodness, now the generation is going to be completely lopsided because Xbox is more powerful, has more power, has it's like I kind of compare the two right now. Like the Sony is an import that does a lot of stuff with turbo, but the Xbox is nothing but American muscle, where it's got like the 14 terabytes and everything. So if they can produce that much amount of power and still be $100 cheaper, how do you spin that? How do you go and try to justify like I'm gonna pay $100 extra to get an inferior, system? Like I don't see PlayStation having a chance in that. I think the only way Sony can justify like, hey, they're 14 and we're 12, but we are $100 cheaper, that kind of helps out. But when it's the opposite way around, you're like you're up the creek without a paddle. You're screwed.
Yeah, absolutely. I I think
Bravo says no point in going cheap at that point.
Yeah. I think one reason I think there's going to be that price difference, and I mentioned it, is the tech going forward, at least with their controller. If they do want to do all these things that they say what they want to do, they want to input and implement that are new.
So when
you
I
gotta
go buy
risk, you gotta risk it for the biscuit. You know, you're gonna have to risk a little bit more.
Am I gonna
for
go
that.
buy a second PlayStation 5 controller? Is gonna cost me $120, $100? That's a lot of
That
cheese.
is a lot of
Where's
money,
the
man.
stinky cheese so we can put on
That
that?
is a lot of money. I mean, to me, I saw PlayStation being, I think, in my opinion, I saw it being more expensive than what we thought it was.
So okay.
I never said it was going to be a 400 price point and maybe a 500 price
Okay.
point.
But did you ever see it be more expensive than the Xbox?
Yeah.
Okay.
In my mind, because like I mentioned, I think
They better get Mark Cerny to start dancing.
what they're bringing is just a lot more. When it, like I mentioned, the controller I think is going to be pretty pricey again. Just like I don't know if you remember when PS4 controllers launched, it was $60, and that was a pretty good amount because PS3 controllers were like $30.
Yeah.
And so I think these might be a pretty penny. Might go into a pro controller from Nintendo to the $80 range, maybe.
But
then again, does that
$80
raise?
for
Does
a
that?
Switch controller is expensive?
Okay, that is
'Cause there's
expensive
nothing
because
magical
there's
about that.
nothing magical about it.
But my thing is, price it whatever you want to price it. My thing is that if you have, let's say we have two cars outside, and one has 100 horsepower, and it costs $1,000, and the other one is 300 horsepower, and it costs, less than that. Why would you buy the other car?
That is exactly what I thought in my mind right now. Is right now we're seeing that Xbox is gonna be more powerful than the PS5 in this gen. So if Xbox is gonna swoop under and cut them off that price point while PS5 is going over, we might see a PS3, Xbox 360 situation again. So we definitely have to see moving forward. Again, these are not concrete announcements. We completely don't know. But right now, these are rumors and talks going on in the, the upper elites of the company and all that stuff. Their talks and things like that. And
Well, they better get their crap together.
stuff together because, yeah, I definitely agree. Xbox, having that inside Xbox this week was, to me, a big leap. They took that hit. They took that little hit with Valhalla, but I don't think that hurt them that much.
And they already said from here to the release of the Xbox Series One X, every month they're gonna have something.
Yes.
So they already have their lineup. Like, this is what we're gonna do. This is next.
is what we're
They
gonna
got their
show.
bullet points. And I think, and I feel, for some reason, I feel that Sony's like, like they just were in a boxing match and Xbox went pow and just uppercut them, and they're like, well, what do I do now?
No idea what to do.
And I think right now Xbox is on the offensive, and they're really leading the charge, and I think that's all Phil Spencer, dude.
Yes, absolutely. What's up, Rampage Legend? Thank you for tuning in. So yeah, like I said, I think Xbox is right now in the lead, at least right now for talking points, showing off their stuff.
Mindshare.
Yeah, so mindshare really takes a big toll on the wars. So like we mentioned earlier, we talked about smart
Delivery.
smart delivery. Thank you. Smart delivery.
Well, first of all, in June 11th, EA is gonna have their EA Play.
Yes.
It's not
Yes.
gonna be open to the public because of the Rona.
Yeah,
So the
last year
Rona's
we got the
killing it.
opportunity to go to Kings Canyon.
Yeah,
Have
remember
a
that?
little bit of Caustic's Creamery. There's a little ice cream there.
Yeah,
That was nice and
little
tasty.
Jello from
The little
Octane.
Jello shots from Octane. Oh man, take me back, man. Take me-
So they're still gonna have their event. They're gonna show off some
Yeah.
stuff. They're gonna talk about of course, Apex, the Jedi series, because they're gonna make a full blown series out of it. So they're gonna talk about Madden, of course, FIFA, those type of things. I think EA needs to diversify their portfolio too. But so they're gonna have smart delivery, but of course, EA's got to be EA, and they always.
Where's my money, man? Where's the money? Ah! Ah! Yeah, you like that? That feel good? That feel good? Where's the money, man? Where's my money?
they always gotta take one step forward and 3 steps back. So they're gonna let you have smart delivery, but the caveat is you have to buy the game within the first like 8 months. So if
What?
when
What?
Madden comes out, Madden 21.
Oh wait, I think I read
have-
something different.
What did you read?
Oh crap! Finish what you read.
So when you buy Madden, when EA
Yeah.
releases Madden, you have the time from the release date till February. If you then buy the game in March for the PS or the Xbox One, you cannot use smart delivery to transfer over. So let's say
I think I read it wrong then.
So let's say you buy an Xbox One next summer because you were saving up. You couldn't buy one this
You mean a Series X?
yeah, Series X
Uh-huh.
or PlayStation 5. You couldn't buy it till next year. The Madden you've had to have bought now. You couldn't buy it then and then get it free upgrade. You have till February to be able to
Yes.
get the smart delivery.
Yeah, I think I read it differently. I
What-
don't know.
how did you read it?
I read it where you buy it, right? Launch date, and then it hits, I think it was March. Or
Okay.
February, March, one of those months.
Okay.
But you have to redeem it on the Xbox Series X in that period of time. So it's
Same
kind of the
thing.
same thing.
Yeah.
Basically the same thing. Whatever.
So
Rephrased
if
it.
you don't
So if you
it,
don't redeem it on a Series X by February, so it means if you don't own a Series X,
your
by
smart
February, March-
delivery becomes retarded delivery.
yes, absolutely. And we were reading about it, and I think I agree with it as well. EA's making this complicated, dude. For no reason, they're making this complicated, and I don't think that's a smart idea, in my opinion.
Dude,
It's just,
you're gonna be
they're,
able
they're
to play
greedy
these,
again. They're greedy, man.
You're gonna be able to play these games on your console anyway.
Yeah.
Why not give whatever update it needs to,
To
put
work
in
on.
some new texture packages or new color pads? Like I get it. It's more complicated than what I'm making it out to be. I'm sure it's not copy and paste, and I'm
yeah.
sure. But at the same time, dude, you guys put out Madden like every year, and all you do is change some players around sometimes.
Yeah.
You do add the viewing cone one year. The next year you added the hit stick. The next year you add X, Y, or Z. Google Stadia. I don't think Google Stadia is gonna help with this. But
Okay,
yeah.
wait. One thing I was gonna mention. Nice question we got from Dave. Actually, do you think free to play is going to be a model for more AAA games for the next gen?
I don't think the free to play model
Is gonna
theirs.
be a big
I
thing?
think they're gonna ride the season train.
Oh, a live service type of thing.
Yes, they're gonna love that season train. They're gonna put out a game, and they're just gonna let you just every season here buy a battle pass, buy the season content,
I
and
agree.
just nickel and dime you.
I
Put $10
think-
here, $5 here.
I think every company though, moving forward, might adapt a free to play game in their library.
Well,
We see
Anthem
EA
was trying to do it with Anthem.
Anthem.
And
EA
they-
has Apex.
Yeah,
You have Epic with Fortnite.
yeah.
You have Activision with Warzone, which
You
we'll
have
talk
2K
about later.
with the God of Gods.
And we see
By that I mean
crap.
GTA.
Ubisoft. Honestly, I think maybe moving into
4.
the future, I think Rainbow Six might become free to play sooner or later.
You think so? They're still
I
charging.
think s- I
Oh
think
wait,
sooner or
wait.
later.
What am I talking about? They just added Rainbow to PlayStation,
To PlayStation now. Yes, that was pretty good news we got this week as well. So, and which to me is, well, now that we're talking about kind of next gen stuff, moving forward, I think PlayStation needs to revamp their PS Now system, because Xbox Game Pass and Ultimate Pass
Is eating their lunch.
is eating their lunch and killing them in that market with the whole monthly subscription and stuff like that. So
Record's right too. We got the Rainbow Six quarantine coming.
quarantine coming, but that's why I think like Dave mentioned, free to play won't be a big thing, but I think the companies will at least have one free to play game that will have a live service of constant updates and seasons and moving forward and like different things for
The thing with
keep
Apex when it first came out had what, like 10 legends, something like that, or less maybe.
It had 8, 10.
So imagine when it first came out, it didn't have they
The-
put a
like
lot of
vast-
work in, but they didn't have to do like Rainbow Six that had like 20 guys at launch. So they could have easily like, let's put these 10 out. Let's see if it hits, and let's see if it doesn't hit. And it hit. And they're like, dude, and they just, blank checks now. But I like you said, I think every company is going to try to see if they can hit one of those little Apex, one of the little Fortnites where it's like free to play. Let's put it out there and see if people jump on it. And the thing is, if you do a good game and it's free to play at the right time when there's nothing around it, and that's what Apex did. They just dropped like in the middle of nowhere where there was nothing.
And Warzone did it too.
Warzone did it too. And we already got news that, we'll save it for when we get there.
But so yeah, definitely. I guess we're definitely gonna probably see more of the live services like Kuko mentioned, just season updates and
Madden 21 is gonna be free to play.
They made millions off of Ultimate Team anyways. Dude, same thing with FIFA, man. FIFA.
They won't, because people still drop the $60 to buy the game.
Yeah. Gonzo. Google's calling you out there. But yeah, I guess more good news from EA, sort of.
Gonzo.
Go! What am I? Whoa! What is this I'm showing? I don't know what I'm showing.
You're
here.
showing what people have been dying for years to get. They've been crying, they've been pleading, and they finally, EA said, you know what? Screw it, dude. Capcom's making money off of remakes. All these companies are making, hand over fist off of old games. We're going to do the same. We're going to give you guys what you guys been asking for, a Mass Effect Trilogy remastered.
Look at that. Yeah, this was...
Is this going to come with the terrible ending or the good ending? Oh, my bad.
Spoilers.
Too soon?
Spoilers.
My screen was blue. Mine was red. Mine was green.
No, not in stores 11, 6, 12. Don't worry, guys. We're not into 2012. So, yeah, they're going to be remastering the trilogy of Mass Effect for everybody. Probably going into next gen, in my opinion. Or do you think it's going to be current gen?
They'll probably do it current gen and with the smart delivery.
Okay.
No, I don't think it'll be done that soon. But EA and BioWare, they're still trying to clean up the the Anthem mess.
Oh, definitely. I think they stuck this out there to just, guys, kind of forget it real quick.
Don't hate us. Don't hate us.
Yeah. So that was pretty interesting news to come out this week, as well as this that came out of the blue, at least for me.
I heard Tone start yelling from my house, and he probably lives a couple miles away from excitement.
Yes, we saw some Mortal Kombat 11 with more content. They showed off Mortal Kombat 11 Aftermath, and basically this is going to be extending the already vast Mortal Kombat world and story that we got in MK11, bringing back some characters. As you can see, we got Shiva coming back. We haven't seen her since MK9. So really interesting. I think Shiva is going to be free, if I'm not mistaken, with the Aftermath update. She will be put into the roster as a default, and of course, like you can see, she's going to be part of the new storyline, as well as some DLC characters from the first Fighter Pass that was put in this past year. As Sindel, you got to see her, as well as Shang Tsung, you got to see him. So they're going to be put into the story this time around, and it's just going to keep going. MK11 with their storyline, they're just going to keep going and keep going through it. Shiva looks different now. She doesn't look like a lion or like a... Did she look like a lion? No, tiger? She was like a bald and like a... I guess it was a tiger, I think. She looked like back in MK9. Kind of like Goro. No, yeah. Kintaro. Kintaro is the one that looked like a tiger. But yeah, so very interesting. And here, we got a look at the next DLC fighter, and RoboCop is the next DLC fighter. Kuko, what do you think about that?
I would have never pictured RoboCop in a Mortal Kombat game.
Me neither.
But it kind of, I was going to say it makes sense, and then I thought about it like, no, it doesn't make sense.
Yes.
But that is Mortal Kombat.
Wait, sorry, I have to fight. Friendship coming back. I hope they bring back babalities as well. I love making them a baby.
So wait, I played Mortal Kombat, but I haven't been in depth.
Yeah.
Back in the day, the only way you can get a friendship is by defeating your opponent by just kicking them.
Yeah.
No punching.
Mm-hmm.
Is that still the thing?
Well, we don't know. It hasn't come out yet.
Okay.
Tone Star and I will probably stream it for you guys once it comes out.
Because
and we'll
I
test
think
it out.
Babality was by just punching. And then that
can't
gave you
remember.
the ability when it was fatality, you could do the Babality. If not,
It wasn't
weren't-
able to.
You weren't able to.
Yeah.
Because that was kind of a way of like, dog, I just destroyed you with nothing but punching. Or I destroyed you by nothing but kicking. I didn't even use no power-ups or nothing. So it was kind of like a troll thing. So I'm wondering if it's still a troll thing right now.
Maybe. Probably. Because, dude, for those endings, that is definitely a nice, kick in the chest. Like, you suck, man. It's a nice little taunt. Wrecker mentioned,
Now, are you happy that they're still working on Mortal Kombat 11? Or would you have them moved on to the next fighting game?
I think it's fine, in my opinion. I didn't like the whole, after a year or two, they moved on to a next one so quickly. I think NetherRealm staying on MK11, because MK11 has a nice base.
Yeah.
The way they do their armor and their stuff was great. They didn't mess up with Injustice 2. I didn't like Injustice 2's. I know a lot of people did, but I did not like the way they did Injustice 2's armor system. And the way they fixed it here in MK11 was really good.
Now, it would be awesome if NetherRealm had a small team here work on the DLC. With the major team will move on to the next
game. Yes.
And work on I'm sure they're working on a new
Injustice.
fighting game for the new console. So
absolutely.
So but if they're able to do both, great. But like you said, I'm glad that they stayed on this one.
Absolutely.
This is a great looking game. And the story is pretty cool. It's crazy to see good story in a fighting game.
Yes. I think NetherRealm's always done a good job with that. And Aftermath, if I'm not mistaken, it is going to be free. That story update will be free, so you guys don't have to pay any extra for that. Of course, the only extra thing would be the Fighters Pass 2, so that'll be RoboCop coming into the game.
All right,
So
cool.
that's going to be, like I mentioned, May 26th, if I believe. So it's this month, literally right around the corner.
Yeah.
So that's going to be very, very cool. Wrecker hasn't played Mortal Kombat since launch. Maybe, dude, come on, hop back on it. We can play and run some games. After that, we got some more announcements.
This time is actually pretty good news, right?
Yeah, because last time we mentioned Tokyo Game Show, it was an outright cancel.
They're like,
for the year.
No, because of the Rona, we're not going to have Tokyo Game Show. Yeah.
But they're going to bring it to online. So I guess they're going to replace it, which is good. So that way they're not left empty. Hopefully, I think Paris Games Week might announce something this week. There was a talk about it this week. Probably Gamescom. Oh, no, Gamescom already announced it when we talked about it before. And
I think that's a good move because there's a lot of, developers that want to show off their stuff to be able to sell in Thanksgiving, Christmas time. And if they have no proper slots, we have the summer fest that's happening right now.
The Summer Games Fest, which is going to start happening soon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Tokyo Game Show will also help out with that, with being able to show off some stuff. Sony being a Japanese company, I think they'll kind of take advantage of this and show off some of their stuff as well. And speaking of doing online stuff, so is Comic-Con. Comic-Con,
when you told me this, I was
announced that they were done because of the Rona, but now they're also going to do an online setup style. So it's good because we get to hear from movies, TV shows, comic books, all that crazy nerdy stuff, and to be able to hear about new upcoming shows, new movies, new things like that. So
which
it's good.
I think D23 might do the same thing, right?
Hopefully.
They have to. Knowing Disney, they need
they need to boost their stocks because it's like almost on the floor right now.
That's because their parks aren't open, man.
But
it's crazy to think of how much money those parks generate, and that's because it's like this all the time. It's crazy.
Well, they need to have D23 just to get the mindshare going and making people happy and remembering the Disney magic.
Yeah, I think that was the good thing, releasing the Star Wars stuff now too while we're in quarantine, and people can hop on it and watch it and stuff like that. So
so you heard it.
We'll hear more about that. But definitely Comic-Con has to do. Well, I guess Marvel's now Disney. So
no, but you get to hear about comic books, movies, TV shows, all that nerdy stuff.
Yeah.
Walking Dead was announced there. It was a big AMC TV show. You have a bunch of these little, you got the Uncharted movie that's coming out. You have all, Borderlands movie coming out.
Dude,
So
the
there's a lot
Borderlands
of
movie,
stuff.
actually, I think it was... Who's playing... Someone's playing...
I was gonna say Wraith,
Someone's playing... Who the heck is this girl?
but
Can't even forget the name. The,
all-
girl, the siren with the fire powers. The main siren.
well, all that news will happen at Gamescom.
Yeah, we'll talk about that when that happens.
So going from Gamescom, we're starting this new thing
Oh, yes.
that
Lilith.
are
Yes, thank you.
basically,
No, sorry. Lilith.
Lilith?
mentioned.
Oh,
I can't
okay.
believe I forgot her name. There's an actor playing Lilith. And
right
she's
there,
pretty-
Kate
Yes, Kate.
Blanchett.
Yes. Okay, we'll talk about that then. But Kuko, continue with...
So we want to kind of show off our fans and their gameplay footage
Yes.
because we know that we have awesome fans and they have awesome gameplay footage. So we have been asking them to send their game footage to us at GameBros Clips
Mhm.
at gmail.com.
Yes, I shall put it in the chat. It is already just GameBros
GameBros
Clips at gmail.com all together.
So you can send your clips there so we will choose the best ones that come in that week and we will show off the plays of the game footage. What are we calling it?
The games, the top, plays of the week.
Plays of the
week. And it'll be the top 3 that we see there. If you guys upload it to your YouTube or your Twitter and send us a link on that Gmail, that's the best way to do it in my opinion. So from your YouTube channel or from your Twitter, whatever it is, just send us that link at that email so that way you guys are able to submit your
Dave's
stuff.
going to send us his footage from Monopoly? What the heck?
No. He said he'll send us some footage. But he mentioned that Disney's a monopoly, and I'm like, it really is.
Is that just me with selective reading again?
Yes.
What's up, Carlocho?
Oh, what's up, Calocho? What's good?
He must have made something good for Mother's Day.
Oh, man.
Carlocho always makes
that
something good.
Calocho, I can't wait for that. Like, meat roll thing that we had. That was a
A
sushi
meat roll
roll.
thing.
Sushi roll, but of steak. Like, come on.
So first clip, we have our boy.
Yes.
We call this Playing Dead. And
this is Battlefield 5.
This is the game that our boy Dave says is good. Okay.
So here he is. He lays down, and he gets that guy that he was shooting at. Well, you'll watch it here. Takes him out, but you see that he takes out the mate that was with him, and they're both down. If you guys know about in Battlefield 5, you get to revive him. So his teammates go to revive him, and they don't see Mr. Skills laying on the floor, and Mr. Skills gets to take out all 4 guys as they go and heal their mates.
Squad killed them.
That was a squad wipe. It's just funny to see that they completely ran past Skills and just complete disregard, just went in to go heal the mates, and you got to take them out. So yeah,
That's Sir Ill Skills with Playing Dead.
and him and his little sniper combat, you know how he is the sniper of the squad.
Yep.
So after that, we got a little clip submitted from Nikki. It is short, so I do want to
We'll play
give
it once or twice.
context. It was a little custom game of us. It was I'm actually the person that died right there. I'm kind of sad, but Nikki's main is Capcan, and like we always say, that's Capcan, and she was able to take me out with the Capcan because I was not paying attention, and it was hilarious because she's actually dead, so she's just watching through the camera, and in her little mind, all I can hear is, "Please run into the Capcan truck. Please go into the
It's
truck.
like, please walk in the doorway.
Please walk in that door."
You don't have to go completely in. We just need you to trip the laser. And the funny thing is that you see Prodigy just change positions, and he almost got away with it, and then all of a sudden he just leans a little bit in, and boom.
Yes.
That's Capcan.
Yeah, Nikki completely taking advantage of my lack of sight.
And it looks like your booty is what touches the, like, watch the footage. As soon as she leans her booty
my
right into
my
the
little
door.
Middle Eastern booty
Check
just
it out.
hitting that laser.
That cake just, see, you're good there, you're good there. Now the cake right here, watch.
And
Cake.
boom.
Ah.
But yeah, that was a nice little clip. Thank you for submitting that, Nikki. And we also have one for Hitman. Here we see him hot and heavy already in the clip. Wow, I did not expect that.
We should have started
Yeah,
the clip from the beginning.
you should have reset it.
My
That's
bad.
okay. We'll just replay it. Well, here this was a cyber attack
Yeah.
game mode. mode? Yes, this was you with Jimbo and some of the other Game Bros fam. You guys were playing with Hitman, and this is from Hitman's view. Hitman ends up 1v4 clutching this round of cyber attack. The whole team died.
Dude, it's crazy how, surgical Hitman could be with this shotgun. Check this out. Boom, takes out the first guy in the door.
No. He takes out that guy.
And then he runs into the room, and all the guys are in there. Just takes them all out like nothing.
Doom, right there, last shot. And that one was to secure. He revived Kuko, I believe, or Jimbo. And actually, he revived both of them, and that they secured that win. So that was a nice little play from him on that cyber attack round. So, guys, remember that you guys are able to submit your clips every week to GameBrosClips@gmail.com. Put it in the chat. I did put in the chat. It went up. But, Nick, if you can, put it in the chat again. So, again, you guys can submit it. We'll select the top 3 from the ones that we get submitted. Again, best way to do it, YouTube video link or Twitter link. Those 2 are the best ones for you guys to do. And just send that to us.
Yeah, because it's hard
for
you to email a video that's...
Yeah, it goes into that drive and all that crap. So we don't want to complicate it too much for you guys. So that way it's nice and simple so you guys can submit something this week. So moving on from the plays of the week, we have some Battle Royale talk. We always do because Battle Royale is always constantly getting updated, always has news. So this week they announced that Warzone's going to be going on to next gen.
So as new Call of Duties come out every year, like we know. So a new Call of Duty will come out this November. The Call of Duty will give you the ability to keep playing Warzone. So Warzone will carry over to the next Call of Duty, and it's going to be a staple of the Activision family. I'm excited for that. Warzone, to me, is one of the best battle royales right now. It's super fun. And I'm excited to hear that they're going to keep up with it and going to keep doing the graphics, the sound. They need to fix the sound, though. Definitely need to fix the sound.
What do you mean? What do you mean they got to fix?
Dude, every time you jump on the... that
exact sound, or the plane just flying.
Yeah.
Sorry, I started laughing instantly once I saw Dave's comment of Fortnite 2.
Fortnite 2. But Dave did mention about Rainbow Six. Rainbow Six will go to PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X, and is gonna get a buff. Finally they're buffing instead of nerfing. So it'll get a buff when it comes over, so that's good news. So will this Warzone. And that's good news because I know Warzone is free to play. You could just play it anywhere, and that's good because that means automatically when you buy a Series X or a PlayStation 5, you got a game already, which is Warzone.
Yes, absolutely.
With the same news, Apex kind of said the same thing.
Yes. Apex said the same thing this week with also... Earlier in the week, they got to reveal this little cinematic trailer, of course, talking about Season 5, showing off some Loba action. Here we saw it on top of Kings Canyon. It moves down into the bottom of Kings Canyon, which we saw the teaser from last week that we spoke about with our man iLoot Games. We saw that big vault that she went down into with her bracelet that we got to go into from World's Edge. Mm-hmm. So this is the cinematic from that. She goes down there. You see all these different bodies of Revenant, which Revenant, I think. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm tripping up on my lore. I think the bodies are made from Hammond Robotics.
Yeah.
That's where he gets his body from. That's why he turned into Revenant. He used to be a normal man, but they put him into that. Here we see that she opens up, and that's his head. So his mind is connected to all these different bodies, I guess, that he uses in all these forms. So here she remembers that. She tries to take little shots at him with her little pistol.
P2020
ends up to be
if she would have had the
hammer point.
The hammer point, she would have got him.
Absolutely. So here we see that all those bots, oh my gosh, I can't.
Pathfinder
Reapers or Sentinels or something. Crap. Stalkers. Those are the stalkers that are apparently going to be PvE later on in the season, I think.
If you notice, of all the weapons she could have gotten, she got a 301.
She got a 301.
Just saying.
Yeah, you're right. She did. Yeah.
Firestorm.
She picked that.
What's Firestorm?
Never heard of that. Yeah, you're right. Firestorm has been long forgotten. Here we see that she's using a bracelet, so that's her tactical ability. As we know, she's able to teleport with the bracelet. So yeah, this was just a cool little cinematic from earlier in the week that we got to see. Kind of play it on. We see that everything sinks down. Basically, that whole facility that was underground just blows up and everything sinks.
So underneath Dome and underneath, not Dome, Skulltown, and what was the other
Thunderdome.
one? Thunderdome. Underneath that, there was a facility for the Revenant, basically.
Yeah. All his
So she
bodies
blew
and
all
stuff like
that down, and that's why it went. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, I see what
And
you
then
did
now, 2 days. No, this is on Friday. Yeah.
Please tell me when you look at this picture, you don't see Riddle. Every time
I
I
do.
watch this video, I just see Riddle. I don't see
Absolutely.
no blow, but I see Riddle.
Yeah, I absolutely right. So there you guys saw that Skulltown and Thunderdome are completely gone. Now it's just a big, like, piece of land blown off into the ocean. And this is going to be very interesting. This is a little, like, hatch that lets you go down into the spot where she was right now in the beginning of the trailer. And you're able to now start your quests. Now there's going to be a separate mode for PvE where you're going to be doing these quests every week, I think. Every week they're going to drop a new treasure pack that you can get to unlock clues that is going to be playing through a quest through the entire season. I think this is a little bit of inspiration for Fortnite. Fortnite kind of does this in the sense of sometimes the battle passes all tie into a certain mission and things you have to go through to advance the quote-unquote battle pass story that they have.
Yeah.
So Apex is starting to do the same thing. Here we see all the pieces of Kings Canyon, which we'll mention right now in a bit, all the pieces that are being changed. So yeah, the quests are going to be important because this is a big piece of content that we're going to get for next season. A whole new mode, basically, for the entire season. We're going to be doing PvE against Prowlers or whatever it is that they're going to bring out. Hopefully, maybe the Stalkers. And you're going to have all these different clues that you and your squad mates are going to have to be playing and going through to get those packs. Because with those packs, you get specific things and specific wards for your account.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's going to be very interesting. That's going to be very cool to play.
We also get to see Loba's.
Yeah, we get to see all of the abilities, Loba's abilities here. Again, we're gonna let that trailer play through one more time so we can kind of break it down. Sucks we can't do frame by frame, but that's fine.
I'm kind of lost. I was just reading the chat. I don't understand why David wants to show us or send us his gay bro videos.
His gay bro clips.
Dave, if you have those, keep them to yourself. We do not want to see you in action. We're okay. I know that he likes to do it with the lights on or off or something like that.
You know, he was asking you if you like it with the lights on or off.
Well, if he's doing gay bro videos, I don't like him either or, so
Yeah.
we're good.
So yeah. Okay. So starting off, we know that her tactical is
Her cake.
bracelet. Oh,
Oh, well, yeah, her
no,
bracelet.
that's her passive. It's always activated. Which, Wrecker, we know you love putting that cake in the chat, so it's all good. So that's her passive. Now going into her ultimate, we'll see that it's the use of her staff. Her staff gets placed down, and in a big radius, whatever loot is available, I think, in my opinion, I think it's whatever loot is on the floor, in supply bins, and in death boxes. Your teammates are able to press square on it.
Not inactive players.
I don't
basically.
think it's going to be from active players. I think
Yeah,
that'll be really,
because-
really strong. So whatever is in that area, you're able to go into her staff and pull out.
Yeah.
One thing I want to show real quick, we'll say right here, you guys saw the new skins for the Battle Pass. We saw Bangalore probably going to be a tier 100 skin, and and the Mirage being a tier 70 skin. With the Wingman is going to be the tier 100.
And the 110.
Is the tier 101 and also 110 skin with the reactive skin. You know, when you get a kill, it like moves or whatever. Here we saw her ultimate. You saw her put down the banquet. Here we're going to see her use her tactical. So
What is her passive? We were joking around that it was cake, but it's not her cake.
her passive isn't shown. Most likely there might be another trailer going in depth, kind of like how Revenant, they had a Revenant trailer go in depth where, you know, it breaks down everything that he does. So
We're going to get that on Monday.
we might get that
Because
to-
that's what iLoot told us.
Yeah, so I do mention in one of his videos that he it's going to be happening tomorrow. So most likely we're going to be seeing that breakdown of it tomorrow where we find out what her passive is because her passive isn't shown here in this trailer. So, yeah, the passive that we got to hear from before, I don't know if you remember, when somebody pings an item they need, they request it, she automatically pings it somewhere for you.
Okay.
You know, things like that.
Or she can see it or something.
She can see it through walls and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
definitely we'll see more of that once they break her down. For map changes, the only map changes that we see, at least as far from the trailer, are only Kings Canyon changes, and the places that
And
are gonna
Relay.
that's in Kings Canyon.
Oh,
And,
okay. I'm sorry.
It's okay. And the things that are gonna be switched on the map are Skulltown, Thunderdome. Those are gone. We're gonna see Relay being changed vast change, which we'll point them out when we see
Which
them
that
in the
was my OG landing spot.
yeah, before Gauntlet came out.
Yeah.
So Relay's going to be a whole redo of that spot, new additions. And we're also going to see the place where Kuko mentioned the hives and talking
that
about
open area.
that open area between, oh my gosh, that big place with a satellite. Whatever,
Right next to
near
Red-
Labs. Right
yeah,
next to
nice.
Labs. Right next to Labs, if you guys know, there's this big piece of land with just hives and stuff. That's where that place is going to be. Right here where Gibraltar charges his ultimate with that machine, which that's also going to be very interesting. It's a machine that automatically charges your ultimate. So where that is where the hives were, those nests between Cage and Labs and all that area of just nothing. They're going to put that spot in there, so that's going to be very cool. And this hatch is going to be right in front of where like Market was, near the canyon side of it. So we're going to see that by those buildings as well.
So the good thing is that for the first time we're gonna get PvE stuff.
Yes.
And you believe that's gonna be in game, or is that gonna be a whole different like arcade, like on the side?
That's going to be a whole new mode.
Okay.
That is going to be separate from what we have.
And
what we have
apparently
for
it's
some
gonna
games.
change the story, and it's gonna kind of fill in the gap between the other legends and stuff. So that's
Yes.
gonna help kind of create a story about the legends and the whole Apex thing, and so there's more lore behind
Yes.
the whole Apex thing.
Yes.
So I'm excited that this is happening. I'm also excited to hear that it's gonna come to PlayStation 5. It's gonna get the upgrade. Apex is putting in a lot of work, man.
Yes, they are.
Respawn backpacking.
Like always. So I actually want to go in depth just a little bit on the quests, because it is a pretty cool addition that they're going to be doing. So a quest is going to be a whole new section next to your battle passes in the menu. And basically what it's going to do is that it's going to be a story progression, just like Kuko mentioned. There's going to be a prologue, and then the first week that the game is out, so that means it's going to be this Tuesday basically, we're going to be able to play the first episode of this
So it's like a scavenger
of-
hunt, you
of
were
the-
telling
of
me,
the-
right?
Of the season, yes. So you play the mission. With the mission, if you find a treasure pack in that mission, you get one treasure pack per mission. You get an Apex pack.
Per person too, right?
Yes. So you get the Apex pack. You get some crafting medals, some XP for your battle pass, and some other stuff. And you also get a coin to unlock the next episode, but once it moves on to the next week. So it's an episode per week, basically. And so it's going to
It's
move
smart
along
because
with
it
the battle
keeps
pass.
people engaged with the game.
Yes. So it's going to move along with the battle pass. You know, it's going to go on through 12 weeks, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, 11. So this one's going to be, I think, like 2 weeks shorter, which I think is fine because some of the season for Apex is pretty long. So this is going to be an 11-week episodic thing. So the quests are going to be every week is going to be a new quest for us to do. So you're going to find artifacts and different clues, and you're going to get that. And once you complete that, you're able to get this legendary charm for your gun and a skin for whichever gun they're going to have, which we'll talk about more later. So definitely the quest is going to be really cool, and I think a lot of us like the lore of Apex, the background of the characters, because it's very interesting. Loba coming from, you know, her family that got killed by Revenant and all that. It's very interesting. So we're definitely going to see a lot of more lore coming into Season 5 and a lot of more story for the characters.
So
in
stay
Apex.
tuned to us next week. Again, we're
Yes.
going to have all that. We're going to break it all down for you.
Absolutely.
We are going to live stream these events as they go on. That way you guys can
Yes.
see what you got to do and all those things. So so stay tuned. We're going to make sure that everything happens. And you guys can see it all
Yes.
as it happens. So that's it for...
The news, and that's
the way the news goes.
and now we're gonna jump into the games out this week.
So yeah, so now you guys know what's gonna happen in a couple of months and years with the new PlayStation 5 and Xbox. But now we are excited to tell you guys what's coming out this week, so you guys can see if you guys are willing to spend some of that hard-earned moolah or the Rebels,
Yes,
and on
sir.
these games. The first game on the chopping block is Hunt Down.
Yes.
16-bit aesthetic, future, cyberpunk style. Looks pretty cool to me. I don't know what you guys think.
I think it's a cool little side-scroller game. This game is going to be at a price point of $20 and is going to be released on May 12th for Xbox One, PS4, and Switch. It is rated T for everybody. And here we have a little...
This is introducing something new to the show.
Yeah, we're going to have these little slides so that way you guys can know a little bit of information. There's a little summary breaking it down so that way you guys can read it. This is also going to be an action. This is an action indie game. That would be the, I guess, correct term for the genre of it. But it has side-scroller. That is the type of gameplay that you're going to be doing. A side-scroller shooting game. So, yeah, taking place, like Google said, kind of steampunk-ish. We got the streets and the city. So it has to do with, criminals and stuff like that. So very cool, little interesting-looking game. After that, we're going to have Star Wars Pod Racers.
We tried looking for a video.
There was no video for it.
X-Nay video.
That's because this game was a PS1 game, old classic, I guess, if you were to say. But I'll mention in a second. But real quick, price point $10. Release date May 12th as well, coming for PS4 and Switch. Rated E for everybody, and this is the genre's racing game. Of course, Star Wars Episode 1, Pod Racer. The funny thing is that I was talking to Wrecker. I'm like, because Wrecker mentions, oh, dude, it's a classic. I'm like, dude, I'm sorry. Who's going to play this game? I don't know who's going to play this game now. Unless you're a diehard Star Wars fan that likes to collect Star Wars games.
At the same time, you know who to pick. Anakin.
He's the one that wins. But yeah,
Speaking of Wrecker, we want to thank him for coming up with these.
Yeah.
It was his idea. He implemented it. I think it was awesome. It looks really good. We want to thank him for the hard work and putting in the time to make the show better.
Yeah, Becker mentions that this is most proud one because, of course, it has the nice Star Wars font with the background of the stars and stuff like that. It sucks it had to be for Pod Racer. No, I'm kidding. I wish it was Jedi Fallen Order 2. But, yeah, one thing I was joking around with him saying was that, dude, we had, was it last year? We had Wipeout come out for free. I'm like, I don't know if I want to play Pod Racers or just play Wipeout. But yeah, so after that, we have Pixel Ripped 1995. Really
VR
cool,
game.
interesting PSVR game. This is going to be at a price point of $20, coming out on the 13th of this week. Rated E for everybody. It is an action-adventure platformer.
Platformer in VR?
Yeah. So, really interesting thing about this game is that, of course, you're going to go back to your nostalgic days, which I can't really relate to that much. Unlike you can relate more to this.
Yeah. Super Ghosts and Goblins, Metroid.
Yeah. So you're going to be playing as these characters in VR, basically. You're going to be playing in the arcade, or you're going to dive into the game itself in VR. So, very, very cool. Different take on... of playing a game in VR and doing that. So
$20.
Pretty interesting. So yeah, $20. So
May
that's gonna
13th.
be on the 13th. So yeah.
E for everyone.
Mm-hmm. And after that we have Potata. Not potato, not tomato. I mean potato. I don't know what I'm saying here. I'm speaking gibberish here. But this is a
Side-scrolling
platformer game. It's an adventure platformer coming out for $9.
So growing up, this was like the game that we grew up playing. My thing is, I don't see my sons playing this style game. I've gotten them games like this,
that's because you're getting freaking
Rainbow
kill leader in Apex Legends all the time. That's why.
He's like, I'd rather get the EVA 8.
I'd rather get the EVA 8
than jump on
than a little
bubbles.
fairy playing in a forest. So yeah, that's
like
gonna
passion.
be
What you want to play, Apex or Patata?
So yeah, this is gonna be $9, coming out on the 13th as well for Xbox and PS4.
But my thing is, the game looks so good. Like it looks
nice
interesting.
though.
It looks
the art
nice.
design is good.
Exactly.
I like the way it looks.
I just would like for them to play these style games. Even my mother, Happy Mother's Day, She's like, hey, you should not let your sons play Rainbow or Apex anymore. I'm like, dude, trust me. I tried to get them to play other things, but they just won't do it.
Yeah. So yeah, if you guys are looking for a nice little adventure platformer with an interesting looking little world, then you guys could pick up Potata Fairy Flower. So moving on to the next one, we have Super Mega Baseball 3.
Super Mega Baseball.
Yes, Super Mega Baseball. Just like that.
This is a more arcade style baseball game. I was telling Prodigy, I've played the other ones in the past, and they do a really good job of making baseball fun. So this is probably I'm gonna get this so my kids can play baseball with me. It's over the top. It's funny. It's a fun game, and it looks really really good. They up-res the graphics on it from last year, and so I like it. And it's coming to everything: PlayStation, Xbox, Switch. Right? Am I correct?
Yes. It's gonna be I think it's gonna be $60.
$60.
Yes. That is a heavy price point. But yeah, it's gonna be out on the 13th.
It's because it's either this or
the show
or RBI baseball. Those are your 3 baseball options right now.
Yeah, and this one's just a nice little fun take on the baseball.
I don't know about
genre.
$60 though.
Yeah, $60 is a
I
little
would
heavy.
easily pay 30.
Yeah, I agree. So yeah, that you guys can pick up on the 13th. And then we have Thy Sword coming out on...
Not my sword, Thy sword.
No, Thy. Not mine,
Okay.
Thy. It's a game that looks like it was made in freaking...
It's for the Vita.
And that's probably why it looks like that. Just kidding. No hate. So price
You
point...
always got a Vita game every week, right?
Yeah, Kuko manages to stick one.
That's not me, dude.
Price point, $10. Release date, May 13th. For Xbox, PS4, and Vita, like Kuko just mentioned. It's an action RPG, hack and slash, side-scroller game.
Look at that, dog.
It
You're
reminds me
fighting
of
Spider-Man.
Shovel Knight, in my opinion. That's what it reminds me of. So, yeah. You guys could definitely go pick that up on...
My
the
thing
13th.
is this game was probably made like by a whole group of people. And the first game we showed today was made by one guy. And it's like light years different.
Yeah, you can't hate, man.
I'm not hating.
No, I know.
I'm gonna get this.
Experience.
I'm gonna get it so I can play it on the crapper.
Oh.
On
your
my
pool.
Vita.
On your pool. That's where you're gonna play it at.
Recreational pool for the kids.
After that, we got Ion Fury.
This game
Just
looks
kidding, Fury.
crazy. This game looks, I don't know, man. It reminds me of Flashpoint, but all in first person.
Flashpoint.
You're not gonna know.
Yeah, I do not know what Flashpoint is. Sorry. Excuse me. This is gonna be it's an action indie. That is the genre of this game. This is gonna be priced at $25, coming out
It's
on the 14th.
got like a whole Doom, Duke Nukem feel to it too.
Yes, actually, now that I'm paying attention to it, it does. This game is going to be coming out on the 14th for Xbox, PS4,
Duke
and
Nukem you wanted, but
Switch.
you didn't get. Thank
Oh,
you,
dude.
Randy Pitchford.
Do you think they're going to come out with another Duke Nukem?
He bought the license because that's one of the first games he worked on.
Do you think he's going to do anything with it though?
I don't think so, dude. He's busy printing money with Borderlands. Now he's gonna make a movie with it.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like I
absolutely
told
right.
my brother sometimes. You gotta stick at what you're good at.
Yeah,
If you're good at it, don't do it for free.
absolutely. So moving on from there, we have, to me, an interesting looking horror game. Horror game. This is a adventure 3D first person game. It's called Those Who Remain. Price point at $20, which is pretty reasonable. Release date for May 15th, which is on Friday for Xbox and
Perfect
PS4.
for playing with your girlfriend, Netflix, and chill with her. Sit down and play this horror adventure game. It looks pretty creepy. It looks like it'll freak you out, man.
Like I mentioned to Kuko, and I think I talked to Nikki about this earlier in the week. It reminds me of Fear, just because Fear, if you guys don't remember that, was old. I think it's a pretty damn old game. It's from PS2. Time.
Yeah, but Fear was it was a first person
It was
shooter.
a first person shooter.
This one,
But-
I don't think you're shooting
oh no,
anything.
yeah, you're not shooting anything. But it has that surrealist thing where, if you guys don't know, surrealism in art, it's just, you know, your world, you're imagining it in a different form, in an imaginary form. And this one does that. You have the arms coming out of the walls and stuff like that, and cars flying in the air, and it's horrifying. So I know Nikki couldn't sleep the night we talked about it, because she remember watching, I forgot who it was. I think she said she was watching Skills play it, because of course Lord Infamous wouldn't play a game like that.
No.
But he was watching Skills play it or something like that when she was small, like back in middle school.
Traumatizing.
And she became traumatized. I don't know if you remember, there was that scene where you're in the hallway and everything fills up with blood. The roof fills up with blood. And you go and there's like a door with fire, and she's there and she breaks the window and she pops out in front of you and stuff like that.
She goes like, try to reach out
I
again.
tried telling Nikki, it's like, oh, watch it again. The graphics in my head were way better than I remembered it. Because I looked at the thing and I'm like, dude, this looks like crap. Because you know it's old.
It doesn't hold up. It doesn't hold up at all.
So yeah, those are the games you guys can go out and buy this week with your hard-earned cash. And quick little mention, like always, guys, we are sponsored by our people at D2D. So if you guys don't want to spend any hard-earned cash on the games this week, spend it on a little bit of some D2D.
Get that starter pack, baby.
Get that starter pack. Guys, use
the promo code GameBros, capital G, capital B.
Yes.
Get some percentage off, and it'll help you. And it'll help you level up your game.
And if you guys also want to support us in another form as well, you guys can pick up some merch at our Teespring. Guys, on the Twitch panels, we have our Teespring merch store link there. This is my producer/seducer shirt with my little character on it. Of course, Mr. Hokage outfit here with the Jaeger vest, because, you know, I love my boy Jaeger. Using that Rasen Shuriken and having some Todoroki ice. It's a big mix of all of my favorite things. So if you guys do want to pick up some of our merch, some of our shirts, definitely go do that as well on our Teespring site, teespring.com, GameBros.
You know how right now Tua's got the top-selling shirt right now? Prodigy has the top-selling shirt of the GameBros panel so far.
Yes. Producer/seducer. As well, talking about shirts, guys, just a little shout out, because his shirts are amazing. Google's wearing one of them right now. Let me blast that thing on camera real quick so you guys can see it. Our man, Gamer Action Wear, making really, really good shirts. Make sure you guys go pick some up on his site. Remember, he is doing that monthly subscription of $15. Ooh, my bad. There it is. The GameBros Show shirt in its glory. He is doing that monthly subscription box of just $15 a month.
You get that Bloodhound, baby.
For a nice premium shirt.
Glow in the dark, by the way.
Tonight is the last night to put in that order for the main subscription for that beautiful Encandilado Bloodhound shirt. And if you guys, since you guys are first month subscribers, you guys also get an Octane Encandilado shirt with a little baby Octane coming out of a shirt pocket.
I did it for the Octane.
Yeah. But yeah, definitely, guys, go check that out on our Instagrams and stuff. I did post that I already signed up for my order last Sunday.
We're going to do an unboxing, and we're going to rock the Bloodhound and while we talk a little Apex next week.
Apex. So yeah, definitely, guys, go help him out, support him. He does great shirts, good quality, great stuff. So yeah. From there, guys, we're going to move on to the reviews of this week.
So as you guys can see, there has not been a lot of games coming out recently.
Yeah.
These were probably one of the good times to drop one of those free-to-play open world or any huge game that you would want to sell, because it would sell like crazy, because there's really nothing much. So one of the games that we wanted to talk about is a game that came out a couple weeks ago, a little game called Streets of Rage. It was a game that I grew up playing on my Sega Genesis. It's a beat 'em up. So they kind of use that same style, and they made it more accessible to players nowadays. I liked it. It you could do 4-player co-op. My kids, they didn't really care too much for it.
It's funny because I love it. I got to play a whole mission. I got to beat the boss and everything. I did it twice because I ended up getting wrecked by the boss, and I forget that when you lose a life in these type of games, lose all your lives, you have to restart the entire mission. Yeah. I loved it, dude. I like the way the art style is awesome.
Yeah, dude.
I love the character. At least I picked well, she's a black woman. So I think her name's Daisy. She has a guitar.
Oh yeah.
I picked her because she had a guitar, and I'm like, oh, that's interesting. And dude, she just has that defensive move where she rocks out and hits the bass and just like shocks everything around her. She gets her guitar and slams it on the ground, electrifies everything. And I didn't know how actually kind of in depth the combat is for
Yeah,
being
dude,
a nice little brawler. I looked at the
get
move list.
combos and stuff.
You can get combos. You got back attacks where if you move forward but you do a back, she actually does a back kick, and you could juggle in the air, and you could do a grab with your legs and flip them, and there's a lot of stuff, and I was very surprised. And dude,
the art style looks so
I
cool.
love it.
Looks like
The art style is awesome.
Moving comic book,
Yes.
basically.
So definitely, it was really, really cool. I like it a lot. There even mentioned battle mode. I didn't get to try it personally because I did want to do the mission instead of messing around with the battle mode or whatever. But really, really cool. You have those ultimate attacks with the characters, and you know the characters have pretty in-depth movesets and nice animation to the movesets and their attacks and stuff like that. So it's really, really cool. It definitely, like you said, brings it back to some of the classic side-scrolling like beat 'em ups.
Yeah, like I said, I just so weird because to me, I thought the game was awesome. It was fun to play, but my kids were like, "Yeah, all right, next, Dad, can we go play Speedrunner or can we go play Hyper Jam?" I thought they were gonna like it because we were playing this Viking game that was 4 players. Because I'm always trying to find these 4-player games so we could all sit and play together.
Yeah.
Maybe when we sit down again, maybe they'll catch on to it, and they'll like it. Same thing happened with Trine. When we played Trine, they're like, "Oh, this is boring physics puzzler." And then they're like, "Hey, Dad, can we beat that game that we were playing with the magician?" So I'm hoping the same thing happens because, like you said, once you get into the fighting mechanics and you start developing these combos and start unlocking some of these other fighters, the game is dope. Yeah. I highly recommend it.
Absolutely. If you guys are looking for a nice little beat 'em up, something different, you know, instead of just playing shooters and stuff like that, this is definitely a nice little game to pick up. I don't remember the price. I think it was at like $20.
Yeah.
So it's not bad. So definitely, if you guys are looking for a little different game to play,
and you can play with your friends online and everything too, so you don't have to do it all couch co-op.
Yeah. So my rating on this, I think it's
Imagine you could get up to 17 characters.
That's a good amount of characters. I didn't see that.
With 17
only
different
have like
moves.
Four
Yeah, because
things.
I haven't unlocked
you haven't
the
played.
rest.
But yeah, so I think my review on this is it's a nice time. It's a nice night out.
You just met her. You want to get to know her. Little by little, you want to try to soften her up. But she's definitely a keeper. You want to keep it around every once in a while. All right, she's your side chick.
Yeah, absolutely. I get you.
She might not be your number one, your Apex, your Rainbow, your COD, but every once in a while you want to just
hit her up
on the side and just clean the palette.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a game for you.
But yeah, very, very cool game.
Speaking of Rainbow, they dropped a event
we're talking about Rainbow
this week.
Just kidding.
And it was different. It was very different.
Yes. This is the events that they always do limited time every season. At least that's what they want. They want to do a little arcade playlist every season. We had Golden Gun last time. No, my bad. Golden Gun was already there. This is from this season. This is, I guess, the second seasonal event. I don't know. Rainbow Six has a weird roadmap. But whatever. If you guys saw, this is old Hereford, bro.
That's what made me happy.
Bringing it back to the OG.
Old Hereford base.
OG. There was one thing that didn't make you happy, but that's a personal.
Yeah, that's me
distaste.
not being good with a certain weapon style.
Yeah.
But I did like the way the game completely changed with Hereford being strictly all wood. All the floors are made out of wood.
This really just shows what if Rainbow was like a fully just a cardboard map, just fully destructible.
How it was supposed to be. When they were beta testing it, they made the house.
It still was though.
No, but when they were beta testing it, they had to do a lot of improvements because they were noticing that people were just destroying the house and there was nothing but like the columns left and the whole house was just complete. And you could do that here. And the funny thing is that you can blow the safes down. So can you explain
Yeah.
to them first what I'm here talking about safes and that?
They're probably like, the hell are you talking about safes? What, in Rainbow?
Yeah.
But yeah, this is kind of a mobbers and coppers type of thing. I say that because this is kind of a nice little roaring 20s feel to the mix. Definitely has that aesthetic and has, of course, the packs they bring with every event. You know how the Halloween pack, they brought Halloween skins, like Frankenstein, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Here they brought back the same thing, that 20s mafia, mobsters type of robbers and stuff like that type of feel. So they brought that to this, and it's basically taking place in Old Hereford, like we mentioned. Fully destructible floors. Of course, some floors are concrete because they have to be the hallways. You can't just blow out the hallways. You can't do anything. But fully destructible walls, floors, a bunch of stuff. And basically the thing is, you are mobsters in that mansion house thing, and you are there and you're guarding 5 safes that are, some are randomly placed and some are always in the same place. And it's 5 different safes that you have to guard. No preparation phase, so you guys both start off, boom, attacking straight forward. And the attackers have to come and crack either the 3 safes or kill everybody on the map. So typical Rainbow gameplay where it's either kill everybody or
Or
the
kill
objective.
everybody.
That too. And basically it's shotguns only, both on attacking and defending, and no secondaries.
You get your gadgets, though.
You get your gadgets, yes. And there are selected operators as well. And some shotguns are replaced on some of the operators' loadouts as well, or new shotguns are added and stuff like that. So this was a very interesting little arcade mode that we got to try out and have this week. Kuka, what are your opinions? Would you like to see anything like this moving forward? Like more of this, even though we are getting more of it, I guess, in a sense? Ever since...
I'm always pro events. I like these events. I like the way they change up the cadence of the game. I like the map. I wish we can have this map in customs. I wish we can have this map in the game the way it is, because I think it would completely change the game.
Mm-hmm.
Just like I wish Stadium was in customs. I wish it would let us have that.
Dude.
The only
like
thing
the Stadium.
it's just like you said, I hate shotguns.
Yeah.
They're so inconsistent. Like
I agree with you there.
some like you're right in front of them, it doesn't kill them, and then some of them you're like sniping somebody like 50 yards away, like nothing. I know Dave says that this is full of bronze players and it's too easy. I agree. Like attacking wise, it's kind of easy sometimes to just just shoot anywhere and you hit somebody.
Yeah.
I wish that you can either choose a shotgun or a revolver, or something like that.
Yeah.
I think that would have, but as far as it was fun. I like it was kind of strategic. You could blow the safes down. Like what we would do, we would blow all the safes down to one floor to make it easier to, and joking around, I even said, can you blow the floor and kill people with the safe? Yes, you can.
I tried it in the stream, and all you see is my body go, and I instantly die.
So
to the safe
as
bomb
far as that,
thing.
it's fun.
It is.
For a little while.
Yeah.
Like it's not something that let's play again, like all day long type of Rainbow.
Yeah, I agree.
Like it's.
I think it's
like,
just because it's
the
very
way we were doing
different.
it is that we played like 2 rounds and we're like, okay, let's go to normal now.
And then we came back.
And then we're like, okay, let's go back and then we'll call it a day.
Yeah.
And I think sandwiching it between, I think that was a good idea. Like I said, I would like to keep seeing these events happen. To me, the skins, some of them, they're hit or miss. They're not really.
Warden's the best one.
And I still think they're too expensive. Like I shouldn't have to pay $15 for a skin.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. The
You know.
packs are a bit overpriced. They did from
And
last time.
I also don't like that. Why can I not play this and create like a battle pass for it or something? Or let me play it a certain amount of time. Like get 10 wins, get a pack.
Yeah.
Or win 20 times and get a pack.
Get 20 kills, you get a pack.
Huh?
You didn't activate it in the Ubisoft thing, did you?
No. Why should I have to go to some random website?
That I don't like either. I don't know why they don't just put it in game.
Yeah, just do. You get 20 kills, you get a pack.
Yeah,
Or get
it's because
20 wins.
It's because they just want users on that. their
on their
platform.
crappy website.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
So yeah, don't forget to activate that, by the way.
I will.
You get,
I will.
You get a nice free little pack. They did last season. They implemented.
Get a mustache or something.
They did last season implement that you can buy these packs with renown, but they're very overpriced.
Yeah, dude. Like,
Me that I don't buy because I buy the season pass for the year pass.
Yeah.
Me saving up so much renown. I had 128,000. I couldn't even buy
5 packs.
more than 10 packs, and there's like 19. Dude, I had like
And
120,000.
you could
That's
get
a lot of
duplicates, can't you?
renown. No, not in these.
No, these
These
don't duplicate?
specifics say no duplicates
Okay.
because, of course, dude, they're overpriced. So, of course,
Yeah.
I better not be getting no damn duplicates. Dave said pump shotguns are snipers, dude. In that mode, some of them did seem like that. They should have given everyone a bailiff as a secondary. I completely agree. The bailiff is like a mini shotgun revolver, dude. Why don't you just give it to everybody?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think this event, like we mentioned, is a nice little event to keep playing. You know, hit or miss. You know, nice little time there, and then go back to regular and stuff like that. I definitely.
So far the
What's your I was about to ask. What's your favorite?
My
event?
favorite event so far has been the plane one.
That one I can play constantly. Like that one, I was actually playing almost all the time.
Yeah.
That one was fun. The one I could also play all the time, which is my personal favorite, was
The Wild Wild West one.
the Wild West one.
The one with the shotgun
The
and
one
revolver.
with the slug round shotgun with 2 shots, like back then, and the revolver. Just because I like the 3v3
Yeah.
fighting and stuff like that. It was very cool. It was different. The one I wish I played a lot and it was fun. The one day I played it, and I wish I wasn't playing Rainbow at the time that much, was the Halloween hide and seek one.
That one was awesome.
That one was so awesome. You can go into and disappear and have little like it was
Yeah.
really really cool. And I
Yeah.
wish I played a lot more. of
Everyone
that
with
one.
the freaking sledgehammers.
Yeah, I wish I got to play that one more. But,
But
yeah,
all in all, I hope Ubisoft doesn't stop doing this. I think
Yeah.
it's a good way to kind of change the pacing of the game, and it's just not the same like bomb, 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 bomb.
yeah, security.
And that way it will stretch the game out because, like I said to you, I think Rainbow needs to. It's been out for what 8 years already.
5.
5 years.
Calm down, man. You're about to jump generations on this thing.
It feels like it because it was announced when PlayStation 4 was announced.
No, it wasn't.
Patriot,
That's not Siege though. Man.
same crap, dude.
No, it's not. But yeah, so yeah, that was really cool. Nice of Ubisoft to release a little in-game event to bring back a little bit of hype to Rainbow Six. I think pretty soon we're gonna be seeing some next season content rolling soon. I think in June. In June might be the release, or hopefully early June is the reveal.
They're gonna have to start talking about what's gonna happen with this game moving forward because there's millions of people that play it.
Yeah, absolutely.
The best part of this event was me having to carry Dave all the time. I don't know why he was so terrible at this game that I had to carry him so much in it. He wasn't able to get any saves. He wasn't able to get any kills.
He wasn't doing anything.
I felt like Dora the Explorer, just like, Dave, jump in my backpack. I'll carry you. Don't worry about it. And that's just the way it works, and that's how it's gonna be.
Absolutely. So yeah, that was our little review of the new Rainbow Six event, and that's gonna end our review section. Just because there wasn't, like we always mention, not that much stuff this week. Next week we're definitely gonna have a lot of Apex reviews and talks and stuff like that. Maybe we can get our man Ilu Games and we'll have him here as well, so we can talk a lot about some nice Apex news and the new content that's coming in, rolling in with that new big season that we've all been excited for. So guys, remember to sign up for the COD tourney.
Supposedly they're gonna have a Mirage, right?
Oh, Mirage buff as well is going to be coming, and we'll definitely review that and talk about that next week.
Yeah.
So, guys, remember to sign up for that COD tourney. If you guys haven't signed up, you guys can sign up solo. If you guys are solo, remember that you guys are going to be paired up with random other solos that have joined the tourney as well, and we do have random solos that have joined the tourney, so make sure you
I
guys
already
do
have
that.
my money on a team that I know is gonna win. Team
Oh.
Trash, baby.
Oh, my gosh.
Team Leo, Team Nikki, Team Cuco, part of Team Trash.
Wasn't that oh yeah, I guess it was Team Trash. I forgot the group that Wrecker made up. But yeah, so make sure you guys sign up for that. The game mode is 3v3 gunfight, Dave.
Yeah.
So it's a 3v3, not 2v2.
So get two of your partners to get on. Two of your gay bros. That's what you call them.
GameBros.
Okay.
Or for Sin Cebolla members. But definitely, guys, remember, if you guys want the form or the sign up, hit us up on our social medias: Twitter, Facebook, Instagram,
Discord.
and Discord. Make sure you guys go into our Discord server, which, Nikki, if you would be so kind to put that in the chat. You guys join our Discord, hit us up there as well. We will send you guys that link to the form and application so you guys can sign up for the tourney. This is open to all platforms, by the way. We want all of our fans to participate, have a nice little time. If you guys win, you guys are going to be able to get our Gunfight t-shirt and some D2D. And Gamer Actionwear has announced that he's going to support us with the tourney and also throw in one of his shirts to kind of move along his little subscription box, which he's doing now. So definitely, this, guys, is going to be held on the 29th, right? The 29th of this month. So you guys have 19 days to sign up. And sign-ups are going to be closing the Sunday show of that week, the 24th. So make sure you guys sign up by the 24th, and we'll be closing sign-ups that day.
Yeah, it doesn't matter where your skill is.
Next, you can join if you want. You know,
there's no tryouts.
It's all for fun.
It's
all for fun. It's all to have a good time with you guys, the fans, and let's all participate and have a good time. So yeah, make sure you guys sign up for that, as well as submitting your clips. Guys, don't forget GameBrosClips@gmail.com. Make sure you guys send your clips or your links of Twitter or YouTube there, so that way we can have some clips for next week and just show you guys off, show off our Game Bros fam, our Game Broskis, show off their skills and show off their amazing little plays. And as well, guys, remember to just follow us on our social media to stay tuned with all of our news, all of the things we're doing. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys subscribe on YouTube, hit that notification bell so that way you guys know every time we go live. Hit the like button, comment, you guys know what to do, all that jazz. Remember, on Twitch, if you guys can hit us with a follow as well, and if you guys are so kind, subscribe to our channel. It gives us a little bit of kickback. If you guys have a Twitch Prime, if you guys have Amazon Prime, you guys get a free Twitch Prime sub, so it would be very nice for you guys to use that and help us out as well, so we can keep growing and just making the show better for you guys and for everyone in the community. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you guys tune in on Tuesday for sure for a live stream on that new Apex season, so that way you can see us with Loba and that cake. So yeah, Kuko, any other closing words?
No, live in your world but playing ours. Game Bros. Peace.
Peace.